What's up? A revolutionary black man is rare in the black community, going against the grain. Now, I want to be a revolutionary black man. What does that really mean? That means you have a man who wants to see things different, who wants to see things change for his people. And you have to have a man who really is trying to implement that and put that into action. That doesn't just mean one man can do that. It means that it can start with one man and one man can have that desire. But one thing you see in the black community is we don't care about stuff really changing. We just care about ourselves and we just care about surviving, not thriving. When we start caring about each other thriving, that's when we will start to see more black men come together and revolutionize and change stuff and really put stuff into action for stuff to really change. I want to see stuff change in the black community, right? It's a lot of other black men who they care way more about money than they do relationships. They care way more about materialism, being superficial. They care way more about themselves, and they're more in the narcissist type of mentality where I don't care about anybody else but myself, right? And I think that in order to be a good leader, in order to be a revolutionary man, you have to be a man that is to an extent radical. You have to be a man that's willing to work with other people. You have to be a man that's willing to do whatever it takes to get that change to happen, right? And that means that you can't just be full of yourself. And I think in the black community, we have a culture of self destruction. We have a culture where when the man is a true leader, when the man is a creative man, when the man is a creator, yeah, he's not accepted a lot of the times because that's not cool. That's not what girls like. The guys, they're in an impoverished mentality where they only want to kill each other. They only want to reinforce just degrading themselves. And I think that obviously I know that's not all black men, and that's why I'm making these videos to find those black men who aren't like that and who are trying to change things around, because that's what truly matters. But not just online, but a real life movement. And the thing is, we have to have more revolutionary black men, because if we're chasing sovereignty, if we're chasing a better world for black people, we have to have men who are willing to go against the grain, go against what's normalized, go against how things were set up. And when we go and we dive into how things were set up, we start to see that things were set up for you to fail as a black man, right? And people use the white people and the government and everybody who's against a black man really rising. Well, they'll say, well, the black man is too lazy. The black man ain't doing what he need to be doing. And oftentimes that is the case. A lot of times that could be the case, but in actuality, they want to get away from the fact that it's set up a certain way, that it's set up to really make you feel, right? And you have very few black men who achieve so much, who actually say something, because nowadays when you see a black man rise up and he wants to have a change, a lot of times the white people set it up where he's kind of ineffective, or he's not, the message is reshaped and repackaged, and they just do it just enough so one black man can rise, and then the whole community can't rise. And that's how the system is really set up. And I think that when you have revolutionary men who want to step up and see a change in their community, that's when you're gonna start to really see a movement happen. You're gonna start moving towards a better life for black people, where we're actually successful, we're hardworking, we have a culture of that, you know, of advocating and being for the things that actually help us instead of the things that hurt us. Right now, we have a culture of self destruction, the things that hurt us. We don't have really a prosperous culture. And the thing is, there's so many black men who are entrenched in their mentality with being self destructive. I want to be a thug. I want to be promiscuous. I want to, what else? I want to be a gangster. I want to kill other men because that's gonna give me respect, right? We have that in the black community, and that's heavily in black men, right? And the thing is, it's not that violence is just the harshest and it's the worst thing, but violence towards your own people is the problem. Maybe we should start directing the violence towards the people who actually need that to happen to them, right? And we have to build ourselves up. There's so many men too that they look up to the white man. They they have that inferiority mentality where the white man's superior. The white man came and changed everything. The white man did everything. The white man is the smartest man. The white man is this. The white man is that. No, I don't go with that. Right? I think the white man conquered and he took over, but was the white man the smartest man? Was he the most intelligent man? Was he just the superior man? No, and we all know that. No, and so in our current state as black people, we have to have men who are going to step up and be leaders and really start to try to change things. And it only happens through organizing together. It only happens through us pushing for things, coming together in every aspect of mentality and purpose, financially. It takes all of that for us to come together, for us to really make a change and for us to revolutionize. And it's going to be a revolution where one party is going to take over the existing party, or at the least, there's going to be a party that's sovereign over themselves, and it's going to separate itself from the the other party. It's not going to be into one another, right? It's not just going to be one big thing like it is now. It's going to be where black people are sovereign over themselves, and I think that's what we really need, and that only can happen through men who are going to fight for that. Men who are willing to go the extra mile for that. It's not going to be through you operating within the government, voting, and you thinking that the white man ain't finna give you nothing to give you real power. That's what we got to understand. The government isn't going to give you anything to give you any real power, right? And the thing is, we think that the government is like a god or something that's too powerful, when in reality, no, no. If black people come together, we're just as powerful. We're more powerful. We can do more. We have that power, and it's not in weapons. It's not in anything like that. Not saying that those things won't be utilized, because those things will be utilized, but the thing we have to understand is the mentality. It's the willingness to change and to get stuff how we need it to be. And I think that we have a lot of black men who know that already, but they're just not willing to step up, say anything about it, and create a movement and organize each other together and start working towards things. And it's not going to be one man thinking for everybody. It's going to be everybody thinking for everybody, right? Everybody got to use their mind. Everybody got to collaborate together so that we can work towards a real solution that benefits every single black person. That's pretty much all I got to say. So.